Okay, let's talk about tessellation, converting CAD to the mesh. Before doing that, we are changing to raw import. That we want to go to this menu. Import. I import simple car from Rhino CAD. You can see it's a raw import, and we have brep. Okay, and occurrences here I will show you in the next lesson. These are icons, ID, and some other things. It means different part of your model. For example, this is a car 3DM for Rhino. For example, in my model, we have windows separated, shell, wheels, everything are separated. Okay, if you select a root, it means you can select everything. And this is an occurrences properties. I will show you more all about this. Inspector means it's the properties of any model. So we select everything. So first step is tessellation, converting these breps or NURBS or CAD modeling to mesh. Going to the CAD, just tessellate and retessellate. I will show you these two. Tessellate, the first step. And you can see we have lots of settings above the set tessellation. Preset, let's first begin from this. You can see this is an tessellation. Converting the NURBS that does not have any polygon, that's not good for going to VR, AR, or engine, or render, just in the polygon software. But if you want to directly render, you can see it render in your CAD. You can see it convert this to mesh. You can see these are mesh. And in a tessellation, we have a preset, high, very high. It just created a lots of mesh, medium mesh. I think the medium is better because in visualization or render, the number of the polygon create a more smooth, but we have the balance between them. Okay, just in occurrence means which part we selected. It means one occurrence is selected. Select a root if you want to do everything. Just select here and again select the root. Select the root, sorry, and hit OK. Okay, we select the root, or you can select, I think, yeah, just this car is nice. And you can see it's gone. Select everything from selection. Okay, let's talk about these three most important parameter: maximum sag, maximum length, and maximum angle. Let's begin from this. For example, this is your CAD model, CAD surface. You can see the CAD is so smooth and nice. And we have to convert it to the polygon. So converting this to this, it needs a lot of technology that the pixyz does it very nicely. The distance between the surface of the CAD and the tessellated mesh, it means this converted mesh, it's converting CAD to the mesh. This is a tessellated mesh. This distance is a sag. The lower number of this distance cause more polygon and better surface and so on. This is length. The maximum length of that polygon, again, lower number cause more polygon, better surface. But be careful about number. The angle in between these polygons is the angle here. I will show you more in, for example, maximum sag. From here, the maximum sag is turned on. In most cases, we turn it off. By default, it's very better. First, maximum sag. Again, you can set a number here in a millimeter. The higher number, a lower number, we have more polygon. Okay, let's see example here, the GIF. You can see this is lower number, higher number, lower number. You can see we have more polygon. But in this case, you can see it does not have any changes. For example, this number in millimeter is better. Okay. Another thing is, where was that? Yeah, in a preset high, see the low, you can see it's the low, high, medium, high preset, low preset. You can see it's all about create polygon. So medium is better. So we have a jagged edges in the low preset. Be careful about that. To create a polygon. And another thing is the maximum angle. Yeah, maximum angle. So you learn maximum length, and another thing is the maximum angle is important. If you have fillet here, you can see none maximum angle. Here is a none, so you can see it's smooth when we set the angle. If you face something ditch issues, you can change the angle to see your best result. If you see something like this is a none with angles, turn off and set it. So the maximum angle is working in fillet and the curves. You can set angle here. So you can first activate it and set any angle that one. But in this case, we want to see the default value work properly. Optical parameters, don't change them because it's not so important. So we need create normals. Yeah, we need normals in the mesh. We let UV and create it here. After that, create tangent, free edge, and the most important thing is keep B-rep shape. We need that. Override existing tessellation. If you turn it off, it will retessellate. That I'll explain it later. So we don't need to change them. These three are very important because pixyz trying to create a simple thing for you, not super mathematical settings. Just execute and boom. You can see we have triangles. It's in mesh and the parts. So it's very nice and very easy. So if you are not satisfied with some cases, for example, sorry, in this part, you can see I don't like the tessellation of here. So you can select it and right click, retessellate from here, retessellate, or you can go to the Cad retessellate. All of that settings will be popped up and you can make it very high. Execute. You can see it's nice and smooth and retessellated some part. For example, if you have these parts body and you don't need to, it's smooth and soft and you don't need to tessellate it very high, you can retessellate with a different preset of that. Or if you have fillet, you can change the angle. You have to change the number. It is very different between the shapes. You have to test that. Length, you know the length, maximum sag, maximum angle. You can change it. For example, here, it's all about angle is important in some cases. You can change the angle, for example, 9 or 20, any angle that you want. Again, a lower number of angle. So we have more smooth better by this. Another thing is the tessellation and the part size. It's automatically done. For example, we have a very long shape that we don't need to high tessellate it, but the software does it automatically. because we have a small shape here. If you use a preset of, for example, love tessellated for this, maybe this circles does not create well, but the software detected this little area and tessellated wells automatically. But if your model is separated here, you can select that and retessellate it with a higher number to create a better quality of tessellation. You can see our model are, for example, tire, this part, for example. You can see this part, yeah, it's tessellated where, or you can you can right click and retessellate it again with changing these numbers. It's by you and you can test it if you want. So, for example, change angle to this and execute. Nice, it's done. I think it's nice. Retessellate again. Turn it off. Make a preset high. You can see it's a super high number. No, it's something high. Execute. Now we have better tessellated. You have to see what happened. If you see the wireframe, now we can see we have less nice polygons. So we can retessellate it again to very high preset number. Boom. More polygon, better angle. So it's by you. You can, if your render software support more polygon, you can do that, retessellate. But you can see it try to create less polygon, better quality about visualization. You can turn off the wireframe, turn it on, shaded. It means the tessellated mesh. The B-rep, it's gone because we are tessellated, converted to the mesh. And you can see it's nice, smooth mesh from Cad. It's very interesting and powerful. You can see the number of the polygons here.